Right, hello, welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about this part of the video. This is part 2, is just going to be about initially measuring your valve clearance. So this is not actually changing the shims in your valves, this is just seeing what the measurement is. I'll say straight away as well, I've got a bit of a cold, so if you can hear me heavy breathing or a bit raspy in the voice, it's because I've got a bit of a cold. You don't really need any special tools for this. The only thing you probably will need is, well, you definitely need some feeler gauges. So first part, I'm going to do it in kind of real time, but some parts of it I'll fast forward because it's just pretty basic. I mean, like, the first thing you want to do, get your seat off. So you put your seat over there. Then you want to use a 5mm Allen key for the tank and a 4mm for the sides there. So I'll just get all that prepped, get the tank up in the air, then I'll show you what to do next. Right, this is the next stage. Once you've lifted the tank up, I'm going to try and do this as quick as I can because I'm starting to run out of daylight. Maybe I should have left it till tomorrow, but I'll do it now. Right, where is this, like, I'm not actually 100% sure what that is, whether it's the ECU or, but there's two big Allen key bolts holding it in. You need to take them out, else you won't, because you need to take this rocker cover off next. But you need to take these out, else you won't be able to clear. You know, the rocker cover won't come off. So you undo these 2 bolts, and then I'll carry on from there. Okay, so that bit's done. I forgot to add it was a 6mm Allen key, so you move that out of the way, and then what you want to do is get a 5mm Allen key and undo these 3 gold rocker cover bolts. So you get your 5mm Allen key and undo those. Once you've got those undone, the top rocker cover will come off. Keep your spark plug in at this point. Don't take your spark plug out yet. Just leave your spark plug in there. So get onto that bit and I'll show you what to do next. Oh, it's been a long while since I've had this rocker cover off. There's actually 4 of these bolts. There's another one right down the side here. Let's see if this camera picks up. There's a hose on the side of the rocker cover here with a Jubilee clip on. You need to remove that. So just slacken that off. I'll show you what to do next. Okay, once the rocker cover's been removed, just quickly check your gasket. So check that all the way around, make sure it's all nice and, you know, nothing like too obvious. And make sure the gasket in the middle here is still there. So that's the rocker cover off. Put that to one side. Now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. So this is what it will look like inside. That's why you have to take this core pack or whatever the hell it is. I don't really know what that is. Alright, move them out of the way. So now I'm going to have to try and get the camera in a better position for this because well, there's your cam chain. Mine's not too loose. And where you're going to check the valve clearance, it's, I don't know if you can see. One second, let me just get this camera better. Oh, that's better. So there's your cams for your valves. That's your intake, and your exhaust ones are there. I'll show you better in a minute. Anyway, next thing you need to do is get your spark plug out. So I'm just going to get a spanner to do that. Right, we're getting right down to the nitty gritty now. In the engine, there'll be 2 of these. One at the top, one at the bottom. It's a T50 Torx head. Okay. Doesn't have to be one of these safety ones, it just needs to be a Torx head. So you need to undo both of them. Ow, I just stabbed myself with my screwdriver. Oh yeah, 16mm as well for the spark plug. So once you've undone both of those, I'm going to try and get the camera to pick it up. Okay, that's your timing inside there. And inside there's a nut. That's one telltale sign as well. If you've overfilled your oil and you open that up and it pours out, that means you had too much oil in your bike. That's a definite telltale sign. When you open that, as long as it's on level floor. I know it's tipped over to the side, but it should just about come to the top of there. Anyway, let's set it up to check these valves. Right, drastically running out of daylight, so I'm going to try and explain this as best as I can. Put your screwdriver down into the barrel. And then you need a M10 10mm Allen key, goes into this hole here. And as you turn this up and down, that'll make your piston go up and down. And see how it hits top dead center, so it goes up, then it starts to come back down again. So that's top dead center. And then I'll try and get the camera in there. When you're at top dead center, in that other hole, right, there we go. See that little dot? You need to line that up with that little, I'll try my best to focus, but yeah, it's that dot, and then there's like a little metal thing at the top. That needs to be lined up. So let's get it to top dead center, which is about there. And check on this. So then line them up so they're absolutely spot on. Right, can you see that? See where the dot on the rim lines up with our like little metal tab? That means you're at top dead center. So then once you're at top dead center, you need to get your feeler gauges. And this is where we'll check the gap on the valves. There is another way. I'm not going to go into it on this video, but so these holes in the top, that's how you adjust your timing as well. Right, here we go. Just check what size that was. 6mm. Right, you know if you've got the valves in the right position, because if you look here, see how they're like pointing outwards here, pointing outwards there. So your exhaust ones will be pointing towards your battery, and your intake ones will be pointing towards your seat. And the way you can tell, there's, like I say, I did just mention it, these holes here, they have to line up. See how that one lines up? You can put a 6mm drill bit in to hold it in place, but that's for another video. That's for video 3. That's when you're adjusting cam chain timing. So for this one, your intake valve clearance should be 0.15mm, and your exhaust one should be 0.25. So you get your feeler gauge and find out the one you want. We'll do the intake first. So, right, 0.15. So that's your 0.15. Just try and focus in on it. The light's reflecting off it. 0.15 anyway. What you need to do is you come in from the middle. Oh man, this is really difficult. Could do with somebody to hold the tank up for me. But like I say, when you're not holding a camera, it's pretty easy. So you can see where the valve is. So you get your 0.15 underneath the cam. and then push it in. And that feels slightly tight. So that one's too tight. Because you'll find that's what happens over time. They actually tighten up. They don't get looser, they actually get tighter. That one's fine. See, it slides in with just a little bit of drag. It slides in and out. And then without adjusting anything, to do the front one, 1 second. Right. Yeah, for the exhaust one, which is the front one, the one by the battery. I'm trying to pick this up where the camera's not blurry. Here we go, 0.25 millimeters. So then, same as what you did at the back one, but you just do this one on the front one. So you get it there, and just try and slide it in and out. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So mine perfect. When I say it's got 6,000 miles on it now. I mean, they're a bit on the tight side, but that's fine. Anyway, I'm going to leave this video here. So that was just how to, that's how to measure what the, you know, valve clearance is. But then, say if like the front ones, say if they was measuring 0.3, like 30 millimeters, so that means there'd be 5 millimeters too big. That means you need to buy a shim that's 5 millimeters bigger, so it takes it up to like 0.25. But the problem is you don't know what size shims you've got in there already. So that's where the next video is going to be, and that's the pretty difficult. Not too difficult, but it gets a bit more difficult because you've got to take out these 8 bolts. You've got to actually take your rocker, well, your cam chain and like your cam wheel assembly. You've got to take the top of it off. So that'll be in the next episode. So anyway, let's put this back together before it gets too dark. And thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.